who wrote to his student who was supposed to go to London, from Paris to London, for 1 year as a student. And he wrote to him and said, after 1 year in London, you will know London well, very well, but you will know Paris even better. And in one of the first workshops, there was one young girl, the age of you who are here, because we were so focused on this with values, and we had identified, among all the good values there are, we had identified 4 values: respect, empathy, responsibility, and reconciliation. This will make it easier and better to live together. And then this girl said to us, "You can't teach me values." We were first a little bit taken back, but of course she's right. She said, "You can't teach me values. Values I learn when I see how you live them." How do you learn the value of respect? Through empathy. Take off your shoes and really, literally walk in the other person's shoes, and you will see how there is a feeling there which you cannot imagine. But when you try to put your feet in the shoes of someone else and then walk, then you start to get to understand what does empathy really mean.
Okay, this is very simple, but now you have to be aware only for the one who's on your left. Thank you very much. It calls the rainmaker. We'll have to wait until it will rain, and if it won't, we'll have to do it again.
So my name is Markus Bernhard. I'm running a print workshop here with you. In this print workshop this afternoon and tomorrow the whole day, we're going to do interviews and we write news stories. And we want to do this on the principle of positive reporting. We want to overcome the conventional way journalism is done, the conventional way I'm doing journalism, in fact. That means bad news are good news. If it bleeds, it leads. That means if there's some blood, some crime, some bad thing on the story, then it's interesting for the people, then you can sell your story. It's not the way at all I'm doing my job. I'm for a news editor here in Vienna at a daily newspaper, Der Standard it's called. I'm doing this for 20 years almost, journalism, and I'm earning my money just with bad stories. And driving up here to Europa House, I was trying to remember the few good things, positive things I did, and I remembered only 2 stories, in fact, I did.
The fact that it's called articulating values, and it's like it's a, of course, values is a container term, but on the other hand, it's so broad and universal that people can relate to it without thinking that they have to join into something that they have to reflect on. Do I want this or not? No, values is something that everybody will say yes to, because it gives you the opportunity to think, my values will be in there too. But doing that, you will meet other people who have, of course, different values. We're all unique, and it means that you have to interchange. There is no other way of developing or articulating your values is through doing this with other people. So the meeting effect and the merger of all these values is the next thing that must happen if you have a project like that. So it's a very clever concept. I talked to a lot of people and they said it's a very clever concept. Because everybody is for it. I think nobody can be against it.
Theater, everybody can understand.
Yeah.
It's art.
I think this is the most important thing. So we have the same language here, the drama, you know.
And then you have this type of theater, which handles and was created to cause change, to produce change.
I believe that all these methods are rather easy to use methods, and the fact that the youngsters and the teachers have experienced them, they lived them. It's not that we talked about it. It's the fact that they were on the ground and they lived the whole process. So now it's up to them to appropriate this project, this method, I mean, and to try to find the way to implement it their own way. I mean, these are not rigid methods. These are methods that were born with Boal on the ground, and they can be transformed, they can be changed, and I think they will be, depending on the circumstances of the people who want to work on these specific issues using these methods. I mean, the most important thing is these are methods used to reach a certain number of objectives. These are not the finality, these are not the objective themselves. So what they need to know is what their objectives are, and it's up to them to use these methods or other methods, or to transform these methods. And whatever they do, they will be implementing the project, I think.
Methods are tools, and they can be used for a positive way, but also they can be used as a weapon. I mean, really negatively. There are different kind of methods are used, for example, in the framework of non-violent conflict solution and so on and so on. But these can be also weapons at the same time when the objective is not clear, when the awareness is not there. Where do I want to go? What does it mean, cultural understanding? Does cultural understanding mean what I tell you what it is, and I use the method in order for you to understand what it is? Or do I really leave it open and give you the possibility to understand and to discover and to change as well? Yeah.
We'll go straight to the images that we've worked on yesterday.
Don't forget that you're like very you're above us. You're not in the same level as us. Okay.
Don't even make eye contact.
Is everything all right? Can we leave it at that? Yes, I think this is a good end scene.
Do you want to rehearse?
You were depressed and I, with my nose up, I say everything's all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Open your eyes.
Leave him. Try again.
I love you.
I love you!
I love you. Thank you.
The relationship is clear, the oppression is clear, or as a title, it's clear a man is oppressing his woman, right? But there is more to develop here, like the character of the antagonist, and it was very interesting to choose the words only I love you, because sometimes I love you on stage can be I love you, and there were I love you which were very oppressive.